Hi everyone, welcome back to our lesson series on the minor pentatonic positions. This is lesson 4, and what we're going to do in this lesson is we're going to look at more detail at the positions and try to analyse them a wee bit further. I'm Gary Clinton, this is GMI. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying this lesson series. Lesson 1 we did the shapes, lesson 2 we looked at the root notes, lesson 3 we've looked at some ideas for some licks in and around the fretboard, and this lesson I would like to kind of get into the nitty gritty of these positions and maybe give you a couple of exercises that you can do along with running all the 5 positions. Run all the 5 shapes, try to hear it from F as I've mentioned in earlier videos. Let's do this. I quite often ask my students to do this. Find me an F on every string, and from that F, play me a 1 octave minor pentatonic. And I'll show you how this works. So there's F in position 1. Dead easy, that's the position we know. Now, do you know where F is on the A string? If not, get your shape in front of you. It's probably on the screen, or it's going to come out on and off. Your F on the A string is fret 8. So we found the root note, that's in position 4. And there's our octave. Do you know where an F is on the D string? You do now, it's on fret 3. Now, this is an interesting thing about guitar, that you might have noticed that when you tune the guitar using the 5th fret method, when you come to tune the B string, you need to go to fret 4 on the G string. And the reason for that is, in terms of the tuning of the guitar, there's less of an interval between the G string and the B string. So there's a distance of 5 semitones between E and A, 5 semitones between A and D, 5 semitones between D and G, but only 4 semitones between the G and the B. So the B string is sometimes a bit of an annoyance for guitar players when we were talking about a shape. What we need to do, anytime that you've got a scale shape or a chord shape that you put on the B string, that note has to come 1 semitone higher. So watch this. See if I keep the same shape and play that again. Get a slightly weird sound there. Could be quite cool for some things. But in order to give me my octave, I need to change it. So I've used fingers 2 and 4. And that's the rule. Anytime you've got a shape that you're coming across the B string, you need to compensate for that B string being tuned lower. Think of it being 1 down. So whatever you put on the B string, you need to bring it 1 up. Okay, let's keep going. Where's F on the G string? Fret 10, we mentioned that one earlier on. With my first finger on it, I'm actually popped myself into 5th position. Now again, watch this. Egyptian finger on. Quite cool. However, it's not right, is it? It's not the F minor pentatonic that we want. We have to adjust the B string, 1 fret higher. And then because we've moved that position up, we're just going to keep the shape the same after that. So there you go. You'll recognise that if you've been practicing your 5 positions as directly straight off the 5th position. Let's find an F on the B string. There it is there. That one, you know, it's like in 2nd position. Also 3rd position. What we're going to do this time is we're going to have to continue up 1 string to complete this octave. There we go. The frets that I hit there, I needed to come up to fret 11 and then fret 13. Finally, F on the high E string. Now this is a really important thing for you to know about. You need to be able to also play these shapes in that direction as well. So watch this. So there you go, an F minor pentatonic on 1 string. And I think a very handy bit of information for you to know about as well is the amount of tones and semitones that are between all these notes. Because that information can help you find your place if you're trying to navigate the fretboard for like the first time. Because you might find, certainly I found, when I was doing this when I was younger, that I got lost sometimes on the fretboard and lost my position, and didn't know where the next note on the scale was. So there's my F. It goes like this: a tone and a half, tone, 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 tone and a half, tone. Now that's really important for you because you want to be able to start going that way on the guitar rather than just staying in one area of the fretboard. Look at it this way as well. If I move my first tone and a half, I'm going to reach this area here where I've got a tone, tone, right? On that side of it, I've got a tone and a half. And on that side of it, I've also got a tone and a half. So that's actually symmetrical. And it's quite easy to remember that. You then just have to remember that you have to add on another tone at the other side to complete the octave. So there you go. That's another good exercise. Practice your 5 positions. Listen to it from the perspective of the note F. Find an F on every string. And try and complete a 1 octave minor pentatonic from each of those Fs. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm Gary Clinton. Please visit the GMI YouTube channel and subscribe if you've been enjoying these lessons.